What's going on, friends? James the Win here with the Alpha Red Comic Channel. Thank you guys for joining me every Sunday evening. Let me turn on my music. I was not ready. I need a longer intro. Like I hit the button and I go, there's something I forgot to do, and I turn around and then it stops, and here I am. Here I am. So let's say hi to Mr. Fong in the house. What's going on, sir? Fong, I don't know how to say your last name. Boy, is it Boy Quang? I don't know. It Wing is such a whatever. So I feel bad when you say Mr. Wing, and I'm like Mr. Boy Quang. I don't know. So I apologize, but I'm glad that you are here, Mr. Reverend Saber in the house. Good evening, brother. Good evening. It is good to see you. Thanks for the extra goodies, he says. Yep, if you have been picking up some stuff, I have been given extra goodies because I want you guys to be extra excited about Alpha Red number 7 and some of the extra stuff like the Michelangelo that I gave you. I was like, who else loves Michelangelo more than Fong? I said nobody. So let's get Fong. You pronounce it correct. He said correct. It's just not a name that I hear often. I apologize. So I know that I have one of the more common last names, even though Americans find it extremely hard to pronounce. It just happens to be one of the more popular names. And I was looking around, guys. I know you won't believe me. But I sharpened all my pencils, and I don't know where they are. I just got done sharpening them, and I'm looking around, and here they are. Covered them. I was like, this is embarrassing. That's what I was looking for. I was like, my goodness, how are we going to do a draw stream? And I have no pencils. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the new trailer for Superman. Maybe they'll shut me down. Who knows? But I do want to play it because I just played it for my family, and they all love the dog. Of course they love the dog. Of course they loved it. And my wife is like, that's just like our dog. Now our dog has passed away now, for sure. But the dog acts like a real dog, especially my dog. And my dog was a white dog. It was a small white dog. So Fong says, no worries. It was actually my dad combining his middle and last name. Very cool. My last name is unique. Good. Sometimes it's cool to have unique last names. Sometimes it's a pain in the rear end. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I'm allowed to do this. Maybe if I just show it and if we get in trouble, then I'll start a new stream. I'll just start up a new stream. All right, let's watch it. I don't know. Did you guys see it? Have you guys seen the trailer? I'm gonna get the blood in. And actually, before that starts, I'm gonna stop the music. Stop the music so we can hear it. Let me know if you can't hear the sound. And I remember watching this for the first trailer, and I didn't like this part right here because I didn't know that it transitioned from the side view to the top view. So like right out of the gate, I was like, that was a bad cut. I don't know what's going on here. But this was all very familiar. Can you guys hear if I stop talking? I know there's not much going on here. Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you can hear it. And nope, no sound. Well, maybe that'll keep us from getting strikes on the thing. Let me see if I can add sound. Edit. No. Pretty whistles for the dog. Everybody. My daughter did not see any of it before, and she has just moved home with us. So this was her first experience with it. And she was like, I thought it was a car coming. And oh man, he looks like he's hurting. Yikes. Let me see. Hoping DC doesn't treat you roughly for showing the sneak peek. Well, they won't know. They won't know because there's no sound. So, but the way that the dog moves and everything rings very true to the dog that I had, who passed away 2 years ago. Like, I don't know if I mentioned her before, talking about crypto before. We were calling her Bitcoin downstairs because my family is a normie family, and they don't. When I said crypto, they're like Bitcoin. I was like, well, no, not like Bitcoin, but Patrick Daniel in the house. Hello, everyone. On my way home from the beach. Look at you. Look at you. We'll try to catch you when I get home, but if not, have a great stream. Thank you. Thank you for checking in, Patrick. Thank you for checking in. So this was all just like so cool. And obviously the dog was the main attraction. But if you have not caught this trailer, I would recommend that you look it up after the stream, between the stream where I kind of take a break before I go over to Peter Simeti's Comic Book Radio YouTube channel for the art auction. So people were saying at this point right here where the robot over apologizes for saying thank you because he's like not a real being, introduces the girl robot, and then she gets all excited. She has a personality. She's like, oh, he looked at me. Did you see that? He looked at me. And so people were like, that's like immediately a contradiction. So I didn't notice it when I first watched it, but I'm excited for the movie. I don't know if people were still hating on it. You know, you're going to like what you like, and you're going to see what you see from these trailers, and you can decide whether or not this excites you enough to go when it arrives in theaters. At this point, I believe I will be trying to get it, watch it in theaters. I don't know about first week or first weekend. I almost have to, because I don't want to listen to other people's opinions. And then it goes into the trailer, the teaser trailer that we've all seen. So, but that's it, guys. That's what's got me excited. That's what's got everybody excited. So I am. That's why I'm drawing crypto. So hopefully you guys dug it and are excited to see crypto being drawn. And thanks for joining me yesterday for the sketchathon. All you guys who are here for both. Let me open up this other screen where the drawing board is. Kabamski. And Kabamski. And here we go. So we are going to start off from the blank page, which I don't normally do, but we have some, I think we have some time because crypto is a white dog, and really there's not much else you're going to be able to. I don't predict that it's going to take a very long time to draw crypto here. So I do have some references of the stills from that trailer that I'm using off to the side here to kind of get rolling on the dog. So are you guys fans of like super pets? I know, Fong, you said Ace the Bat Hound is an actual thing. I can't say that is something that I knew. I don't know how superheroes have time for personal pets and stuff, because I know, as sad as it was when our dog passed away, it was a big relief because it was a pain in the butt to try to travel anywhere to do anything. Because they're not like kids, where people are okay with you bringing your kid places. So I apologize, Ernest. Ernest is in the house. I know. I did not know that Ace existed. The Bat Hound. So like I'm picturing like a hound dog, just like a short. Well, maybe I'm I'm thinking beagle. I'm thinking like the beagle, but maybe a hound is a little bit taller. Now that now that you now that I'm thinking of what a hound looks like. Let me see. And dogs' mouths are open. They're cuter when their mouths are open. And this dog has a nice big nose. He has a nice big nose. What do you think about him changing the breed of the dog? Because the crypto that I remember in my head is more of a, it's not whatever it was. And now that I watch it, we just watched it on a bigger screen. I do, I guess, see the CGI-ness of it a little bit, because it moved just a little bit slower than, you see he's got the one ears. Seems like that might be his thing. One ear up, one ear flopping around. But what do you think about them changing the breed of the dog? I think James Gunn said that he used the breed of his rescue dog that he rescued as he was working on the script or started directing or whatever. And so the dog is very much a white version of his dog, because I don't think his dog is white. I think it's like some kind of mix. So we're going teeth back here, teeth back there. Look, we got some super pets. We got some super pets in here. Funk says there was a crypto cartoon that was pretty good. Okay. They had multiple super pets on that show. Maybe I'll have to check that out. And if this is a popular topic, we can absolutely draw more pets, even though I don't really draw animals much. That can change. Bippo, of course, the super monkey. I forgot about him. So, my goodness, Superman, what does he got? He has like a zoo at the Fortress of Solitude. Bippo is Ernest's favorite. They made a whole movie on them super pets. Ah, that's right. Was it The Rock or something? Was one of the pets? I don't get out much, guys. I don't get out much. The DC Super Pets movie wasn't that impressive. Maybe I won't check it out. Bippo, yes, Bippo. Streaky the Super Cat too. My goodness. Like I said, but does he have like elephants? Does Superman have like elephants and zebras and giraffes? Comet the Super Horse. Now I do remember the horse in Kingdom Come. Alex Ross drawing Superman taking care of a horse on the farm there. I do recall that. So it looks like he's got a little doggy, super doggy plate right here, license. And they have like black lips, just like my dog. My dog had like black lips. Really weird when you pulled back her gums. And you would see she had very dark black lips. I don't know if that's with a lot of animals or just dogs, or maybe just white dogs. I had pets growing up. I had dogs growing up. I don't think I ever had a cat. My sister had a cat. Had cats. She ended up marrying a guy who had a cat, and then they bought a cat together, so there were 3 cats running around. Cats are not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite. You guys have pets? You guys digging the pets? Today is James Education Day and various DC super animals. Yes. Yeah. I can't, I became a comic book fan back in the late 80s, early 90s with the Image guys. Let's see what that year. So I don't remember Krypto being around. I remember with the Super Friends, the cartoons, the Super Friends. I think I remember Bippo Was Bippo part of the Super Friends? Or am I thinking Gleek from the Wonder Twins? Monkey. That's probably who I'm thinking of. Is it Gleek? Does that sound right? Is that the Wonder Twins is monkey? So I'm trying to get all the fur and stuff, and then whenever I come in with the inks, it'll just be more of a like a much more sparse version of all the fur. Just trying to get like the shape of where his paws would be. This is dog hip over here, and then maybe foot right here. Animal, furry animal foot right there. A little paw action here. Can't forget the little super logo license thing. I'm pretty sure they had a small run of comics with the Super Pets. I remember a cover that had 5 or 6 looking like the Justice League. So do they all have pets? Like, what does Wonder Woman have? What kind of pet does Wonder Woman have? I don't like cats either. Cats, like, I think are demonic. I can't prove it. It's just a gut feeling. I think they're all possessed. I think they're all little demons. I'm sure they're fun to look at, especially when they're little kittens, but they are hellions for sure. Yep, Gleek was the Wonder Twins space monkey. That's it. That's it. Reverend Saber says, don't forget the Wonder Dog. The Wonder Dog. Is that Wonder Woman's dog? Wonder Dog? I do not know. We gotta get a little education in the Super Pets. Sorry about that, guys. We just had some lasagna for dinner, and we typically don't have garlic bread because my wife says lasagna has enough carbs in it. But we had a guest. If you have a guest over, you can't just not do garlic bread when you have lasagna, right? But it is making me thirsty like something else, like I can't describe here. Let me see. Funk says, oh yeah, Wonder Dog was Wendy and Marvin's in the first season of Super Friends. Huh. I do not remember that at all. Funk for the win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys are educating me for sure. I don't remember like Jim Lee or anybody doing like Super Pets. I guess they were all Marvel. Do Marvel characters have Super Pets? Do the Marvel, is that a thing on that side of the fandom there? All right. I think he thinks that's going to be as detailed as we're going to get here, because it's just getting a little muddier and muddier as I'm trying to put in the flow of the fur. So we're just going to attack it. See what comes out here. So I want to, like, if there's some hair that covers up the eyes a little bit, we want to make sure we get those in there. Get how big are his eyes? I don't want to get too cartoonishly big, but so like when I do like big shiny eyeballs or pupils or whatever, I kind of squiggle around so that it looks like there's some light being caught, like there's reflection in it, and that's what really makes an eyeball look like an eyeball, when it's a little glassy, a little shimmery. So let me see what his nose. Just a random animal type nose. Animals have funny noses. Well, humans have funny noses too, I guess. Or all different shapes and sizes, I guess. Do this half of the nose because it like swirls in like this. We'll just give it. Cross our fingers. I think we'll have time to do 2 if we have to. If we mess up, we'll probably be able to color this because he's mostly white. So I'll throw in a little bit of, what do you think? A little bit of gray and then the red tape to really seal the deal. All right, so now I have to be very sparse with the fur, or else it's going to look too hairy, and it's no good. It's no good. No good. No good. Let's see. Fong says, I'm just showing how much of a nerd he is. Own it, Fong. You're in a safe space. You're in a safe space, bro. Own it. I'll own it. I'm at the age where I don't care what people think of me anymore. Yep. You hit about 50. That's about right. That's about right. Very liberating. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Let's see. Can't really see in his mouth, so I'm going to assume he has the canines. That's why we call those teeth canine. And we'll hint at some teeth there. And we'll hint at some teeth that way. Well, we'll keep them from being too fangy. They'll be sharp, but that won't be too sharp. Not scary sharp. It's got to be cute, but still look like a dog. All right. And their teeth kind of something like that. As they come down, you get the shimmer of the darkness of the lips there. So do you guys have pets or no? You guys pet guys? The dog was not my idea. So when we moved up from Pennsylvania, when I got my new job here in New York, and I upended our whole life down in Pennsylvania to move up for my new job. And I had to promise my wife that I would get the family a dog. And so when we got here, her cousin happened to be looking for a home for his, I think it was a German Shepherd. It was a big dog, one of these big dogs. And so I was like, that's perfect. I got this big fenced in yard, perfect for a dog. And so I told him to go ahead and drop it off. So her uncle ended up bringing the dog out. And it was like, I don't know, like a 5-hour drive for her uncle. They show up, give us all the stuff. I happen to be on the road. I'm a traveling salesman, and I was new job, so I was traveling that day. And so I called as I was headed home. I said, so what do you guys think about the dog? And my wife starts crying. She's like, the dog hates us. It's trying to attack us. I was like, what? So I'm pretty good with animals. So I come home and the dog hates me, absolutely hates me. It's tied up to a string, like on the in the middle of the yard where it was like a clothes hanger. And we had only been there for maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So it's not like we had the time to train a dog or whatever. We thought, an older dog. He promised me that it was a good old dog. And turns out that he was a killer. So we called him Killer Teddy. Teddy was the dog's name. So we called the dog Killer Teddy. So as soon as her uncle got back to his house, he went to bed, got up, and came back for the dog. So that was our first dog after we got to New York. Killer Teddy. Let's see. So Reverend Saber says, I passed that age a while back. This is going to look awesome with the red cape. Yeah, I hope so. Like, it was so simple in my head. I have to just keep it simple. Just highlight just enough of the fur to kind of give it the shape of the dog, and then hit it with a little bit of gray, and then that red is going to make it pop. I can't wait. It's very liberating. Is no one going to bring up Bat Cow? There's a Bat Cow? No, that's not real, right? That's like a parody. Oh man, Bat Cow from Batman Inc. Get out, you guys are messing. I love dogs, but I know they're a lot of work, so I don't have one. Yep. I have 2 labs that are brothers, and their personalities are totally different from each other. So true. I have, if you have siblings, my goodness, you can be very, very different. I have 4 brothers, 2 sisters. Let's see, how do I want to make the ear? I want to show the ear floppy down here. Flopping down here. So yeah, just because you come from the same litter doesn't mean you're all the same. Strange how that works. Strange. Let's see. Try to keep it sparse. Because he's not like a well-kept dog either. He looks a little muttish. So did we figure out what the actual breed of the dog is supposed to be in the comics? And because it's very different from comic to what they have in the movie here. We're going to show the collar here. Do a little bit of the collar. So he has a yellow collar. You guys have to remind me of the yellow collar. Let me put the colors in. And he has like a golden. So I hear that labs are very, very good dogs, very obedient dogs. Can you attest to that, Ernest? Because my little Jack Russell Terrier, her nickname was Bad Dog. And she earned it every time we called her that. Bad dog. I would open the door. We had a landing between the basement. So you open up the kitchen door, and there's a landing, and that was where she lived. We had a little crate for her, little blanket. We set up her doggy bowl and stuff. But she wanted nothing to do with that apartment. I called it her apartment. Had everything she needed except for a bathroom. She was a pretty good dog about that. Didn't typically make a mess unless we forgot about her. Give her some paw action down here. I guess Krypto's a boy, I assume. Do we know? Is that a correct assumption? Krypto? Boy dog? But she would always want to escape, my dog. Her name was Dixie. So Dixie would always want to escape from the apartment. And she would run around the house, barking, trying to protect the house. She was like 10 pounds soaking wet. Teeny tiny thing. Everybody always called her a puppy, but she was old. She was 14 when she died. So that's pretty old for dog years. But she was any noise. She was protecting us from squirrels, from birds. All of a sudden, she would just start barking. So she had to stay in the apartment most of the time. If we were home, if my kids were home, they could have her out and playing with her. But just randomly, she could not be out and about just because of all the barking. And so I would open the door if we had to go down to the bathroom, to the basement. And I'd say, "Nobody loves you." we were verbally mean to the dog. She didn't know. Just say it real happy. Her tail would be wagging anyway. Nobody loves you. But we did. We did end it up. Man, when she died, we were a mess. Even though we thought of her as a bad dog. It was heartbreaking. Because she was suffering towards the end there. And we didn't know why. So we took her into the vet. She had some kind of something clogged in her esophagus. She couldn't eat. She was losing all kinds of weight. She would eat and then throw up, eat and then throw up. And we found out that she couldn't swallow. And so we had to put her down. Man, we were a mess. All of us for like 3 weeks. We couldn't think about her. We couldn't talk about her. We couldn't open up that stupid basement door because that's where she would be. Like, we'd have to get to the other side of the door or else she would run down. And so, but we were all broken up. And we, like I said, we didn't think we cared for her because it was such a hassle to have her. She'd bark at everybody, anybody who would come over to visit. She would bark at them, and so just not a great experience. But when she died, boy, oh boy, my wife used to say that she couldn't wait until she passed away, and when she passed away, my wife, I think, took it the hardest. She's still the dog mama, as much as you don't think you're attached to them. We were a mess for a long time. All right, let's outline some of the fur to kind of get that going and see if I missed anything. Sorry, James. Bat cow is real. Man, I'm gonna have to look pictures of bat cow up. Yikes! Now James has to give Alpha Red a canine companion. He doesn't have time. It doesn't compute in my brain. Like he's gonna be, globetrotting, saving the world. One is very needed, the other not so much. Both are protective and playful. It's awesome. That's awesome. I had a Chihuahua that was 14 when he passed. He traveled the world with me. That's awesome, man. I have I have a friend who is I think he's like 75. He's got to be, he might be older than that, 78 or whatever. And he always talks about his dog Trevor. And man, him and Trevor traveled the world, and he was apparently a bigger dog. And the way that he talked about Trevor, we thought that Trevor had recently passed away. So when I was visiting with him, he's like, Trevor's buried right over there. I'm like, oh, when did Trevor die? He's like, 1984. I was like, bro, it's like 2020. You're still talking about Trevor? But he never had a dog after Trevor. He never got married. This my friend never ended up getting married. Just traveled the world a lot. He's good at sports, so he traveled the world and did sports. And he was a teacher mostly, but like during the summers, he would go to European countries and compete in random games. And apparently very good. But he always traveled with his dog, Trevor. Hopefully he's not watching. He used to watch the live streams. But nothing that I haven't said to his face, but he doesn't like it when I rag on him and Trevor. Looking all right. Looking all right. What do you guys think? Is that a flying dog or what? A flying dog. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna take long. Maybe I can't finish the second one. This one took a little bit longer than I thought. I thought this was gonna be kabam, because there's not a lot of lines that I want to show, but yeah, the dog was very loyal though. Actually, we were talking about her tonight, and no, she ran away a lot. That was one of my wife's frustrations with her. She would run away a lot. She liked us though. Well, she liked being fed. She liked going for car rides. That's how you would find her. You'd drive around the neighborhood, call for her name, and then if she saw you, she wouldn't come to you unless you opened the door to the car. All right, go for a ride, and she'd hop right in the car. Like, my goodness, dog. All right, we're getting there. Getting there. Krypto the super hound. Super dog. Yes, bat hound. Ace the bat hound. Gotta check out Ace. Forgot to put in the old special words, the keywords to the stream, so that people can find it. But dog, drawing dogs. Maybe get some dog people in here. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, if you could hit that like button, and maybe magical things would happen. We can get past 302. We're at 302, guys. Last week we were trying to get 300. We got 302, and then we hit a wall again. Hit the proverbial wall. It's okay. We're over 300. We can live here for a little bit. So just a quick reminder that I will not be here next week. Next Sunday, I will be in Honduras on a mission trip. Honduras. So we had a meeting about that today, and it got me really excited, actually. I have not been really thinking of it, thinking about like going. I've been busy with conventions and shows and preparing for those things. So I've not thought too much about the mission trip and what we'll be doing and all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited. We do a little bit of construction on they're building a community center. I guess they're doing a cement walkway. We'll do a little bit of that, helping with that. All right, time for the colors. Color. Let's do the grays. Do I have the grays here? Hang tight. We back. Let's start off with a 10% grays. Let me see if I should take out the pencils first. And there it is. Couldn't find my pencils. Hid my erasers from myself. What is the problem? What do you think? Flying doggy. Maybe he's just running in the snow. What if I do just like super running? What's that? How's that instead of flying? Because we haven't seen him really fly. So I assume in the comic books he can fly. But so far we've only seen super Bitcoin here. The old Krypto running in the snow. So I think that's what we're going to go with. Some shadowy bits here of snow. Snowy snow. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it. Snow it is. Snow it is. All right. Do this over here, back here. Used to go to school with a kid. He's my age. But when we were kids, he would do these. He would draw little spaceships. And always with the noises in the back of the room. And he'd draw them, and then he'd fire off missiles. And then, I'm like, okay, you just destroyed that thing that you drew. They weren't really great spaceships, but he couldn't help himself. He would just make lots of noise. Always get in trouble. Robert Estes is his name. He was like the most dapper kid on student photo day. He would come in like a bow tie. Come in like a suit, bow tie. Like, what in the world, bro? But wasn't the most attractive fella. Kind of lanky, tall, lanky. But he had a look, and he owned that look, the dapper look, and he just made noises when he drew. I don't know if he's on Facebook or whatever. Are you guys, what's your favorite social media? Because apparently nobody's on Facebook anymore. That's like the only one I'm on. I try to get on Twitter because that's where I'm told everybody is, but man, it's tough. Ooh, not ready for that yet. Instagram is another one that everybody says that my generation is on. Like, oh man, I don't know. Are you guys on other platforms? Just can't bring myself to do it. Facebook's the easiest one, the one that I understand the most. But it is. It's not very social. Doesn't really put my posts out very far. So definitely should rethink the strategy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, yep, got that one. Yep, got that one. What's going on, Patrick? He's back. Crypto is looking great. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Looks doggone good. That's what Phone says. Doggone good. Twitter sometimes, mostly Facebook. Okay. Mostly Facebook. Are we friends on Facebook, Patrick? I don't know who's friends. Where I interact with most people. So I guess I gotta get out there. Somebody was telling me you gotta get on TikTok. It's like, get on TikTok. What am I, 10 years old? TikTok? That's where the people hang out, I guess. That's where the people hang out. All right, and we'll do a little darker for his nose. And then we'll call it good for the grays, I think. Forgot to do his teeth. His teethies, so that they're not too bright sticking out here. A little bit of fur down here. Do a number 3, just a little bit darker, just a little hints here and there. Keep the canines a little white. Just a little dab in here and there to make, hopefully, some of that look a little darker. And we'll get in here with the goldenrod. Do we have goldenrod? I'll go with the old handy dandy. I know my wife bought me that really big set, and that's really cool and all, but I tend to go back to the ones that I'm comfy with. Just old Sharpies and the hodgepodge of the colors that I have here. There it is. Hodgepodge of colors here. Golden. I don't know why I like goldenrod so much. It's like a little bit brown, a little bit yellow, a little bit gold, a little bit. It can be a lot of things. Let's do like most of it like yellowish here. So right after this, guys, I'm going to be jumping over to Comic Book Radio, Pete Cimetti's YouTube channel, and we are going to be auctioning off some original artwork. I got it next to me here. Got that, and let's start with the cape. I do everything, like anything red, I always start off with an orange, and then because red comes out really brown, really dark. So I use like the red markers as a shadow, really. Yeah, I am running out of juice on these. What was the last thing I used these on? I do remember using these and thinking these are not as juicy as they need to be. So I'll color like in the direction of the cape. Keep that up there so I don't mess it up. Don't mistakenly reuse that. This one looks a little light. You might have to break out wifey's set. Might have to break out wifey's set. Let's see. Yep, that's too orange. It's not red enough. Luckily, everything's kind of close. There's actually too many colors. That's my problem. It's like, look at these. Look at this set. Overwhelming. What do we got here? I think I like this orange, and this orange, and maybe this orange. Alrighty. Let's see here. We'll try this guy. What's that guy look like? Oh, he's as bright as the other thing. We do not want that. Very bright. Too bright. Let's move him out of the way. How about you? Let's try him. Oh boy. This is why I don't like not just like, let me see here. I guess that's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we got a better. That's doable. But that's not perfect enough. Go for this one. Sometimes the choice is overwhelming. I think we're just gonna commit to using this over on this side. We're gonna do it. Commit. Go, 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 go. So I go with the flow of the cape just in case it runs out and it's streaky and it looks almost intentional. That's not so bad. See, looks pretty good on camera. Looks not so bad. Not so bad. We just had to go with it. And I like these alcohol markers because they blend well as long as they're still wet. They kind of absorb in. And they go. They don't leave as many streaks if they're still wet. Juicy. If they're still juicy. They're blending pretty good. Juicy. What do you guys think? Is the Superman movie going to do well? They get enough action in there. They got the cutesy dog. That's gonna earn them some points there. You guys plan on going to see it, or have they turned you off? Have they turned you off? If they did, what turned you off about the trailer? I guess he's got James Gunn has a proper second trailer waiting in the wings. Superman Day is April 18th, is what I'm told. So very likely that the second trailer will be dropped that day. Let's see, what do dogs' teeth? Dog's teeth look like. Let's see if one of these oranges looks good for like the inside of the dog's mouth here. Whoa. Too much. Is that too much? Not gonna be too weird in there. We shall see. If that comes out a little weird. That's not bad. It's his tongue. That's a tongue there. All right, guys. It is approaching 9 o'clock, and we got done just in time. I'm going to give this a signature. This is going to go on the auction at Comic Book Radio. So when I sign off here, I will jump on over there, and we'll start this off at $25 over on Comic Book Radio. If we get to this, I got some of that Batman and stuff. I don't know if you guys want some of that. I don't know if the other people on the auction are into mainstream stuff. They're typically more indie. That's how Pete's audience skews. But some of you guys are here from Pete's channel, so I appreciate that. But a lot of those guys, they tend to skew independent, and so I think they're not so much on the mainstream side. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you're not following me over there, I see you in 2 weeks. I'm going to try to have a couple of videos. I have some commissions that I have to do, and I'm just going to film them. And maybe I don't know if I can do it live, but I'll just drop them with some music maybe, or I'll talk about what I'm doing. Both of them are homage kind of images, so I can talk about the original homages and stuff as I do that. But it might not be live. It might just be a video that I drop, depending on how long it takes me to do them. So I'm going to hop over to Comic Book Radio so we can do that auction. So guys, thank you for joining me. I apologize that I can't go through the last of the comments, but I want to jump over there. I want to clear my desk and jump over. So Comic Book Radio, see you then, and or see you in 2 weeks for another live. And maybe I'll pop in. Who knows? You'll never know. You never know. Stay tuned. But until then, guys, Grace, hang on. I forget to do this every time. Actually, I'm going to take down the music. Did I turn back on the music? I don't think I even turned on the music. Ha! You guys have just been listening to me. To feel bad for you. Grace, peace. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And
from the shadows he rises with courage in his heart, a beacon of hope. He's ready to start with faith as his armor and a fire in his soul. Alpha Red stands tall, fulfilling his role. Alpha Red, the hero we need. With the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread. For the world is safe with Alpha Red. Red. In a world full of chaos, where evil may lurk, he fights for the righteous, his mission and work. Guided by God, with strength from above, he battles the darkness with unyielding love. Alpha Red, the hero we need. With the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread. For the world is safe with Alpha Red. Alpha Red. When the night seems too long and hope seems so far, look to the skies, we'll see his bright star. With a prayer and a promise, he faces the fight. Alpha Red shines through, the beacon of light. Alpha Red, the hero we need. With the power of faith, he'll always succeed. Fighting darkness, he'll never dread. For the world is safe with Alpha Red. So stand tall with courage, let your faith lead the way. With Alpha Red beside us, we'll see a brighter